Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Chicago
Just about ready to go. And pitching here today, number 63. Lots of punch-outs, a real strikeout artist, Singy.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Here's the Cardinals lineup now. And Chris, a great matchup in this one. An ace caliber arm in the hill against a deep lineup.
You said it, Boog, and I'm really excited to see how this plays out. The kind of talent they'll be facing, these hitters have a tough task ahead of them. Should be really fun to watch, though.
Out towards right center field. Tucker sizes this one up. He's got it, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball, 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. End of a half inning of play, no score. And we're back.
Rick Ankiel
getting the nod on the mound, number 66.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Kyle Tucker leading things off and takes a strike. And there's a foul ball. Left-hand batter waits. Gonna count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
King Tuck goes down on strikes.
Now, left-handed batter facing a left-handed pitcher that's got some sink like that at the end. It's just the bottom falls out of it when it looks like it's going to be a pretty good pitch in that location that everyone says lefties love.
So now here's the DH, Addison Russell. That one ripped. And no one can get there. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Billy Williams in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Boy, he's realizing out there on the mound that he's got to settle in pretty quickly, or else he's going to get hit hard in this first inning.
Russell over at second, 1 down. Next pitch is downstairs. And a rope into center field, base hit. Now a long throw home.
Get him! Oh my God, he should have been out.
Just so sound.
Yeah, he was out.
He
He
hits
rocked
against
me,
that
man.
firm
He was
front
out.
side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
He was out.
Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss. That is strike two.
0-2 is the count.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's pretty much the dream two-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Coming home.
Damn.
He will score.
Damn.
Well done. Drives in the run. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's all I should have been throwing it fast.
2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. New inning getting started. Now, Stan Musial. Slayton back to work. And that is out of play.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And that gets down into the gap. Relay to second, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball.
That was only 98.
Easy drive into the gap for that double.
And that one got a piece of it.
Yes.
Right there.
We gotta get the 2 runners back.
First and second, no outs. And here's the catcher, Ted Simmons. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Late with the swing there.
That was straight queso
No ball,
right
2
there.
strikes.
Swing and a ground ball.
Yes, we got one back.
Hit.
We got
Usual
one back.
around third.
Yes.
The throw's offline. He's safe. And they trail by 1. Now up for St. Louis, Terry Pendleton. Double play ball to
Damn,
second.
I hit to a dub.
Good
Damn.
feed, that's one. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
That's a much-needed double play right there. It gives him a really good shot at minimizing any further damage in this inning.
So digging in, Matt Holliday. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
So hard to touch. I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do
and that one gets away at the plate.
Yes.
And the Wild pitch will play to run.
Well, you'll take a run however you can get it. And right there, the wild pitch is what made that one happen. No need to wait around as a runner on a ball like that.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Come on, Rick Ankiel.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So up now for Chicago, number 24. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Alderman hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was a second-round pick in 2023. Up and in, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And now, Aramis Ramirez. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Tied up here in the early going. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That quadrant right there.
Off the mark there. And that's ball 1. Just missed.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
1 out, bases empty. Next pitch is outside.
Victory hand, medium dark.
What's up, Trey?
A 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Oh, shit.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Okay, let's go for it so we can get a blow by.
1 down, base is empty. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Carson Kelly in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And he hits a ground ball right side. He'll do it himself, and the Cubs go 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Cardinals, number 16. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So now back to the top of the order.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Over to first, and he saved.
There are hitters you love to watch hit, pitchers you love to watch pitch, but with Ozzie Smith, he was a player you love to watch field his position, a shortstop virtuoso.
Squares to bunt, but that rolls foul. The great thing about Ozzie in the field was that he could make any play he needed to. Diving stops, jump throws, cross body throws. Puts a bunt down. To first, and he beats everyone safe.
Yes.
This couldn't have played out any better on offense. They were trying to trade an out to move the runner into scoring position, but instead, they just couldn't make the play on defense. You really need to get it out there.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
Third blood, he got the speed. That's why I should be funny.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. First and second, no outs. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swung on,
Kurt! Yes!
There.
Yes!
One runs in.
Yes.
Another goes in to score. 4-2 now.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now the first baseman. That one the other way. Makes the grab, one down. And next is the Cardinals' 4-hitter, Stan Musial. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored.
Man.
In the dirt, but kept close.
That was over. Oh.
Man at second. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Now it's the second baseman.
Damn.
This one in the dirt.
Yes,
Liner,
burn,
base
baby,
hit.
burn.
Flying
Keep going,
around
keep going.
third is
Yes.
Brock. He'll score.
Yes.
It's an RBI
Yes.
single. It's
He scored
5-2.
Comes through with the RBI. He didn't exactly connect with this one as he met it out front, but he still put a decent enough swing on it to get it into the outfield. You know, and if you finish the swing and just extend your follow through, you're going to run into knocks just like that.
In the dirt,
Oh,
blocked.
That splitter, I'm missing it. Splitter. That's what I'm missing. Splitter. That's what he gives me with this splitter.
Slides, but he
Yes!
can't come
Yes,
up
yes,
with
yes,
it.
yes, yes.
Throw into third. Safe there, and
Yes.
we've got runners at
might
second and
bust it
third
open.
with 2 away.
We might bust it open. We might bust it open.
Here's the third baseman, Terry Pendleton. He's 0 for 1. Swinging a foul straight back.
Well, it stinks to be down by, these runs early in this ball game like this, but you've got 2 outs. You've got to close the door because you still have a chance with how much time is left in this one.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Damn.
Popped up.
That's a slide.
Williams.
He generally slide.
And that is that. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's Kyle Tucker.
Damn.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Russell now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. And now it's even up.
I think he had a single.
1-1.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss.
Go foul, go foul, go foul, go
You
foul.
don't want to leave it out over the heart of the plate.
Damn, I
So that
won't
was
do that.
excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
That's a hit. And now 2 aboard. Tucker headed for third.
Do that shit.
He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Couple of hits in a row for him here, and man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
That misses. Ball 2.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the
Damn.
mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Right side. Slings to first in time. And next for the Cubs, Ernie Banks. That's too low. And that is ball 1. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the last half of the third. Takes it himself, inning over, and it could have been worse.
Good skate.
Here at Wrigley Field, on to the 4th. And now the center fielder, Matt Holliday. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard. And now the right fielder singled and scored his first time. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
0-1.
And it's strike 2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches
into a double.
Williams over to second.
Shit.
Return throw to first.
Damn.
Double play.
I
And
didn't get nothing out of that.
back here at the friendly confines. Bottom four. Here's the second baseman, number 23. First pitch, and he just misses.
You know, these Cubs showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
And now here is Derek Alderman. And that one finds its way through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Aramis Ramirez, the next Cub to hit. And that drops in for a strike. Next offering is downstairs.
What a layoff that push down.
Swing and a miss. Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
Go home.
And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. That misses. Ball 1.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Up the middle, puts it away for the out. To second with the throw, and no chance to get back. It's a double play.
Yes.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. Gets him to chase after that one.
0-1's the count.
Ripped to third,
good D.
handled,
Good D.
and that'll end the inning. Cubs strand a couple. Still a 2-run deficit.
Wow.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. And stepping in is the speedy Lou Brock. And he grounds one to the right side. On the run, throw to first, and it beats him. What a play. And here's the first baseman.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
That one fouled off.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in L.A. called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
Damn. Let me get somebody in school. How the hell they got Bob Gibson as a closer? That's stupid as hell. That is stupid. He should have been starting.
Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Must be a young dude within baseball.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Who put these rosters together? These rosters are terrible.
Now batting.
So up next, Stan Musial, 1 for 2. Late on that fastball. To measure what a force Stan the man was for the Cardinals, look at his first decade in the league. In those years, he won 3 MVP awards and finished second another 3 times.
With Musial, it's the consistency that really sets him apart for me. He hit 300 or better in every one of his first 17 seasons in the bigs.
And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Now it's the second baseman. Fought off foul. Two outs. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Popped up.
What's saying fastball? Damn.
And that is that.
Damn. I gotta take Rick Ankiel.
We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now,
that was shit like Anderson Russell. Who in the hell put Bob Gibson in the bullpen? Got to be a young guy.
So they turn to their closer, Bob Gibson.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Right through there for a strike. Between his size and his fastball, Bob Gibson probably was considered one of the most intimidating pitchers of all time.
0-2.
And down on strikes. And one gone.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
Yeah, just his demeanor out there on the mound. It was all business, and didn't talk, fraternize with the other team, and was ready to take care of business, do his job every day he was on the mound.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Steve Wilson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Stay fast, stay fast.
Damn. Foul ball.
I could have got 2 bags out of that. I could have got a double out of that.
And it's fouled away. Got him looking.
Are you serious?
Froze him with the heater at the knee.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
There's a swing.
That should be a stand-up double. That should be stand-up. That should be still get that stuff.
This looks like extra bases.
And
into second with 1 away. That's a double.
Stand-up double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate.
Oh, yes.
Base hit center field. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and they lead by 3.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie.
Oh, damn, into a dub.
Off-balance feet, there's one.
Safe.
To first, not
Yes.
in time. Great effort there. The batter will be the shortstop, Ozzie Smith. 1 for 3. In the dirt.
There you go.
In there safely. And now a man into scoring position.
Double. Score with a double. Score with a double.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air.
Fastball, jam,
nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
Jam. Oh, we were scoring off of that. Yes.
Through for a hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate.
Come on. Yes, we scoring.
He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he...
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Save at second with a stolen base. Smith on at second with 2 down.
Oh, it's 2 outs.
Shortened the bunt and missed it. And it's 0-2. And that's ruled a swing.
Come
It's
on,
a strikeout.
man. He didn't break the
They
plane.
get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Back here at Wrigley Field, bottom of the 6th. Here's some real power at the plate. Ernie Banks.
Oh, nasty, nasty.
1 up, 1 down.
Vacuum on 3.
Fastball
Vacuum
grew
on
right
3rd.
down the middle.
That was a
Usually a
vacuum.
lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard
That was a
grounder,
vacuum.
but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Number 23 stands in now and watches strike 1.
Vacuum on 3.
Next offering is fouled back.
Let's go 1 down here.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And now 1 and 2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
And he went around. That's ruled a swing. 2 down, base is empty. Derek Alderman, the next Cub to hit. And that one is in for a strike at 95. It's 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And down on strikes he goes. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Cubs are down quietly. We go to the top of the 7th. Now up for St. Louis, number 5.
Go yard, Albert. Go yard.
Wilson back to work. Pop foul out of play off to the right. In the dirt, and the count is 1-1. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Kelly down to first with it. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
And that's a base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second.
Go back.
Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes. 1 gone, runner at first. And now Rogers Hernandez. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Musial leads off first with 1 away.
Oh my God! Yes! Yes! He caught a body. Yes.
A gigantic blast. It's 9-3.
And with the 6-run lead, there are fans that are starting to head to the exits. When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move.
New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Phil Bickford. He's into the game with the bases empty. Ted Simmons next up for the Cardinals.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And it finds its way through for a hit. Man at first, Terry Pendleton digs in now. This one popped up.
Forcing the fastball. That was a forcing fastball.
Ramirez makes the grab, and there's 2 down. And up next for St. Louis, Matt Holliday. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. He makes the grab, and that is that. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach. I mean, you just go on and on. Tony Armas, just some tremendous rosters back then. And I loved as a kid getting on the BART train, the Bay Area Rapid Transit, pulling up right there to the stadium and then going in and watching the game.
Hard hit left side. Zips it to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Carson Kelly, the next Cub to hit. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not
he lived in your neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them. And that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
Makes the catch for the out. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And makes the grab. That is the inning. This one.
Let's get Jason Mott ready.
And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, number 16.
And
there's a rocket into the outfield.
That's a go.
Around first, heading for 2. Well, he thought about 2, but he's back to first safely. So a man at first. Ozzie Smith next up for the Cardinals. Strike 1.
Oh, this is a case of just slowing the game down. Sometimes you get so concerned with getting the job done, you forget that you still have to get a good pitch to do the job with.
Hit in the air, left field. Alderman on his way over. Drops into the glove. And there's one away. Here's the left fielder, Lou Brock. Bickford, the tall righty, 29 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2015. Bunting for a hit, he pops it up. Ground ball could be 2. There's 1. But safe at first.
Yes, he beat it out.
And now the first baseman.
Albert.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
I get my ribbon back.
Brock off of first with 2 away. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. And that'll do it. Bottom of the 8th. And here's the DH for the Cubs. Addison Russell. Foul ball.
Who in the hell put Addison Russell as a classic club player? It's crazy.
And that one is downstairs. And the count even 1-1.
Yeah, I know all-time club.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Williams, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. To the right side. 2 up, 2 down. And here is Sosa to the plate. And there's a ball.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead. At this point, got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good chase.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Next offering misses, and now it's filled up 3-2. Lifted in the air, right field. Gladney settles under this one and puts the squeeze on that one.
Let's get one more. Just for insurance purposes.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Stan Musial. That's outside. 1-0. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Mark Pryor up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Presley also throwing.
Damn.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And there's one down. Wrigley Field, the second oldest active ballpark in MLB. It opened in 1914 as Weedman Park for the Federal League's old Chicago Whales franchise. Here's the second baseman. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a high fly.
You catch another one. He got another one. Yes. Yes.
And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 10-3.
Get as many high fives as possible, man. This guy's a ball of energy right now and having the game of his life.
And the batter now, Ted Simmons.
Oh, we might have caught another one.
Left field.
No, that's gone.
Back.
It's foul. It's foul.
Just
we caught it. Wow.
Well, it gets a little tricky in the outfield here at Wrigley with the wind patterns from Lake Michigan. Better check which way the flags are waving when you put together your game plan.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Tucker should have it. And that is that.
Situation.
One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And it is now 10-3. This is Cardinals baseball on the show. Here at Wrigley Field. Now
let me see what Jason they got. He threw hard as hell.
Jason Mott gets the ball now.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
They got him right too. That's a go. What's his repertoire? Okay. Yeah, sliding sink. Okay.
Called strike right there.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
And 1-2.
2 strikes.
It's a slider. If you want to chase that, slider.
Got him swinging.
Chasing 0-2 slider.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
A little bit low. 2 balls, no strikes. Swing and a foul out of play. Swings through that one for strike 2.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again. You had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Alderman, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. And that's down and away.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Liner to second and picked on the hop. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Cardinals slug their way to a win in this one.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
Final score here today, 10-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Bob Gibson. Strikeouts. Yeah, I want to see if we can get that. Okay. I had 42 at bats, 17 hits, 9 RBIs. I struck out 8. Roger Hornsby at 2 home. Rick Ankiel, 6. Rick Ankiel had 6 Ks. He gave up 3. Bob Gibson came out there was lights out. He didn't give up nothing. No hits, nothing. He was lights out. The Cubs, 34 at bats, 8 hits, 3 runs, struck out 13 times. No homers. Brian Dempster, he used 3 pitches. They got 8 Ks. I'll be back later, fellas.